The drivers, characters, and events in TOECAR are fictional. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this production. So sit back and enjoy the race. Welcome to round 3 of the KYROC series, where today we're at Auto Club, just a week late, only a week away, but away in the wrong direction. I'm here with Mike, I'm here with Sherm, and we got an absolute classic. We've had many great races here at Auto Club, in TOECAR history, of course. I'm sure today will be exactly the same. Mike, what are you looking forward to?
Kyle, Amazon Speedway here has a lot of character. As you see down the back straightaway here down Bezos Boulevard, the cars, they start bouncing on it with no hands. Huge bumps all the way down the back straightaway. It's putting in a lot of work in the suspension of these cars. Their spines, they're getting loosened up. It's a good thing that the Mr. Neanderthal here is evolved to handle this. We've seen a lot of good races here at this racetrack, going 8 to 10 wide every single lap, so I don't think we're going to see anything different here. Sherm, I think you're going to be in for a hell of a treat, because anytime TOECAR comes to a big-ass track like this, they're usually wider than they are long.
For sure. Yeah, this track has seen its fair share of all sorts of excitement. It is really the best place for a racetrack. We've seen all sorts of photo finishes, broken backs, flying cars. This place is pretty good. I think it's going to be. Really exciting. Hopefully, right up there with that Daytona race from a couple weeks ago.
No kidding. And I hate to bring up bad news once again. I feel like this is the 4th time we've had to talk about this since it happened, but as everybody who may not have seen Daytona might need to be caught up on, we did unfortunately lose electric bill landlines in a terrible, terrible accident off turn 4 down into the front straightaway pit wall. And as a result of that, a bit of a power vacuum, and I do have some news. I don't want to call it good or bad news, because I guess only time will tell. But after electric bill landlines has vacated his role due to untimely dying, we'd have a new vacancy, and Wilson Phillips has picked up all his responsibilities, and his first action was to appoint Bill Beef. Let's see if we can find him. He's got to be out here somewhere. Is that him? That's not him. Billiam. There he is. Bill Beef himself. Whoa, that's a low helicopter. Bill Beef, the new commissioner of KYROC. Welcome to the new position. He's already made some pretty big changes, guys. We had a few new rules implemented this past week, and they're as following. First and foremost, the 3-second rule. It's exactly what it sounds like. If there's trouble that breaks out, Pennant Waves and any other official, for that matter, have been instructed specifically to give it 3 seconds. Worriedly, if not, it's going to draw a caution. If somebody just spins off to the side, maybe it won't be, but it's up to Pennant Waves, Bill Beef, even behind the wheel of the car. It's going to be all up to their discretion, and we're going to see how that all works out. But that's not the only change. We also have the 3 strikes and you're out rule. Pretty much, if we have 3 consecutive lap 1 incidents, whether it be on the initial green or a restart, that's going to be it. We've had enough. And we're going to go to single-file restarts. I hope it doesn't come to that today. Here at Auto Club, there's lots of room to race, so you think it should be no problem. But here in TOECAR, we've seen many, many dumb things play out. I'm really, really excited to see how these rules factor in. It could change the way this race plays out today. And, gentlemen, this is a complete wild card for these guys. Nobody knew about these rules going in. This is the driver's first time hearing about it this morning at the track. So how do you think that might change strategy?
Well, it's going to be very interesting, considering that one of the people in charge of whether or not there's going to be a caution is one of the drivers on the racetrack. It seems a little bit like an unfair advantage to him, but that'll be okay. We're used to shaking things up, making things lopsided here in TOECAR, so it'll be all right. Things are very dark in turn 2, by the way, so they got to keep their eyes peeled off the corner there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if they haven't. There might not be some bulldozers over there pushing light poles down. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I think these drivers will be able to handle these rule changes just fine. They know what's at stake.
Well, for everyone's sake, Sherm, I certainly hope you're right. That being said, let's go into this week's injury report. Well, the injury report's a little bit barren this week. Only one person on there, but man, did he take a hell of a hit. Electric bill landlines right into that inside wall. And unfortunately, I'm not sure there was anything human left in that car. He's not going to be in KYROC ever again. And we're not going to see him until maybe the Bulag. And Godspeed to him there. But thankfully, everybody else A-okay after last week. Happy to report. And once again, condolences to Electric Bill's family. Also, condolences to all the other people that were in the TOECAR staff for KYROC. All of them let go this past week by Bill Beef after the new promotion. So a lot less people in the tower. A lot of the responsibility, I think, is going to fall on us in the booth. That's going to be tough to do, but we're going to figure it out as we go along. But before we get things underway, we should also recognize our pole sitter, Buster Guts, after being town menace pretty much every other week. Gonna win the pole every week. Bruh likes to honor our pole winner. Bruh, it's what we're saying. Well, a marvelous lap for that 4 team on the pole today. Buster Guts hasn't had a lot of good things happen pretty much this entire season. This could be a nice change of pace for him. I'm certainly hoping he can figure it out. But let's get things underway. Let's go down to today's command.
Is this on? Drivers, start your engines.
A little nervous Jason today, but we go to the grid nonetheless. First and foremost, we talked about it during practice. The pole sitter, Buster Guts, can you believe it? Starting first, that's the first time that's happened. And Pris Call to his right. Row 2, we have the 11 of Preston DeWall with Can't See Anything, an early season favorite to his right. Row 3, Daddy McBetty and Jake Joe. These gentlemen need points, hoping to score some today. Row 4, the Christmas Day winner, Ernest Herbert Walker with Down Under to his right side. Behind that, Andrew and LW Wrong make up row number 5. To the back half of the field, row 6, Taylor Ham and Todd the Stain Trousers. Welcome back to the both of them, 2 TOECAR veterans. Row 7 is Corey Origami and Jeff Gordummy. And in our final 3 rows, first, Glucose Maxing with Pekar Petty alongside him in row 8. Row number 9 today is going to be Neil Anderthal, the caveman, with Bill Beef to his right side. And in our last place starter, Chris the Catheter Keenan in 65. That empty space, pour one out for Electric Bill. Hate to see it.
He's gone to the big switchboard in the sky.
I'll miss him so much. Yeah, not really.
How am I gonna make a phone call now?
Gonna have to be, going back to the days of payphones, unfortunately. Technology only moving backwards here at TOECAR. Look at those beautiful mountains off in the distance.
Sure that'll be a warehouse soon, too.
43 laps on the agenda today. Shout out Richard Petty, and shout out TOECAR. We're about to go green. Another day, another boggy. We're green.
Boogity, boogity. We are green at Amazon.
4-car, great shot out of the lead there. Gonna actually clear the high lane. We don't see that from the inside too much here in TOECAR. But here at Auto Club, I just know people are going to start passing each other left and right before you know it. Look at all these lanes. Lots of room for activities. Mike, we might even see the prophesized 8-wide race.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see the 81 car go all the way down to the apron and just ride that all the way through turns 3 and 4. We saw that with, I believe that was the 97 of Massive Chris one time here in the past. Pulled off an incredible win on the bottom there. And, Ernest Herbert Walker clock. Hang on to it, buddy. You already have a win this season. All you got to do is survive. You've done it good for 120 years. Keep it going.
HB's feeling a little confident after winning that race at Daytona. Pretty rough track surface there. He's got a rough track surface here as well. We'll see if he can handle that.
No doubt, Sherm. This is one of the bumpiest, if not the bumpiest track on the schedule. You talked about it in practice. Just look at him bounce on the backstretch here, especially towards the end. Boom, 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 like a roller coaster. These cars are going to be feeling it all day. These drivers probably already feeling it here on lap 2.
They got to be enjoying it because most people want to, just grinding down the wall up there. Most people got to wait in line and got to wait for at least 2 hours to get back on the roller coaster. These guys get to do it every, 40-something seconds?
And Yolandethal's dropping like a rock. He knocked the wall down there in turn 3 and 4. Buster Guts is hanging tight up here.
That's my driver.
I can't believe how good he's doing today. This is remarkable. He never does good here in TOECAR.
A good run from Ken. That's probably good news because he can't see him. That's probably why he's not nervous to be behind him because he's probably going to end up wrecking him here in a moment. He's going to go to the bottom, but I wouldn't trust that 4-car not to hook him.
And speaking of the bottom groove, they've just been struggling mightily down in turns 3 and 4. It seems like that bottom groove pushes up pretty much every time. Unless you're somebody like Andrew right here, right in the middle by yourself, it seems like you're kind of in no man's land down there. Going to hit somebody. And so far, they've all saved it. But you got to wonder how long they can continue doing that.
Good old LW up there.
Herbert Walker's, he's gotten a taste at the front. He doesn't want to be anywhere except there.
Takes a lot of lessons from his son, Sherm. He sees him up there running second all the time. Not in the lead, but he knows second is a good, safe place to be.
Pushed up the track there. They're checking him up now. They're going to go 4 wide down the front.
And it does not take long here. These tires, as we all know, here at Auto Club, Special compound, it actually gets more grip the longer you go. The older these tires are, the better off you are. So you got to think, the longer this race plays out, the better these drivers are going to start handling, the more aggressive moves we're going to see.
Gordon going down to the bottom there. He's still mourning the loss of his good friend George F. Gordon.
He might even
As
be
we all are.
talks. I've heard he's been in talks to potentially be the sub driver. Nothing finalized yet, but he's definitely on the short list. Pushing up here. Oh no!
Push it up, look out!
Oh!
The 4-car being involved, but he's going to save it. Of course, that's the first incident of the KYROC race.
No caution. That being said, though, as you pointed out, Mike, our regularly scheduled Buster Guts interference didn't take too long here today, despite being on pole. And how about we take a look at an instant replay? Looks like pushing up from the bottom. That's a 24. Gets right into Buster, down under, gonna hit the wall. Who's that? Corey Origami gets a piece of that with him. A lot of drivers are gonna get caught up in that. And the worst part of all, no caution as we jump back to our live coverage. These guys still under green, and they've lost a tremendous amount of time.
They'll be all right back there. I'm sure some of it will be upside down before at least lap 15 here. Actually, that's probably the safest place to be because they're going to be going 4 to 8 wide up here in the front. Already going 3 wide down there with Bill Beef for second, who's probably going to end up getting the lead out of turn 2 here.
I'm wondering if there's any kind of conflict of interest now with Bill Beef getting into the upper ranks here, but still competing. I wonder if there'll be any kind of shady activity as far as that goes. If these guys might pull over for the fearless leader.
I don't think any of these drivers are going to pull over, but as soon as that 5-car gets the lead, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Pennant there waving that flag.
I mean, you make a great point. What's stopping him from just saying, yeah, I'm in the lead right now? As we take a look from high above, we're going to probably go into this camera quite a bit today when it comes to racing back to the line if we get any cautions. And then, of course, when we get to the finish of the race, as you can see, they're side by side pretty much every lap. So I just know it's going to be a barn burner. And the 62 car, can you believe it? Taylor Ham out in the lead right now. This guy started in Season 3, as we all know, in the Truck Series at that point. And honestly, didn't have the greatest of seasons. Lost his job almost immediately. But here he is getting another opportunity and making the most of it.
You got to wonder if somebody who's so, known with deli sandwiches and things like that wants to be seen in a funfetti car. I mean, you don't see cupcakes served in a deli. It's just wrong. Don't do it.
You
It's
should.
disgusting.
You don't, but you should.
And here's Todd Disdain. I don't think we've seen Todd Disdain since he unceremoniously disposed of filet mignon at Pyongyang. It wasn't really his fault, but he definitely finished the job. So if you can avoid doing that today, I'd say it's a step in the right direction.
Danny McBetty, he's trying to make a move up through the pack. He's wrapping the bottom. Hopefully those tires will come into their own here.
Ooh, Andrew
wide
doing
behind
something
them.
interesting for once in his career.
Up to the high side there of Chris Catherine, who started last. So I know it's only 19 cars in the field, but carving his way to the front half. I think that's what makes some of these drivers so excited to race here in this KYROC series. Having less competition, you can be a little bit more aggressive. The consequences aren't quite as high. And I think that's showing here on the track. We're seeing even that second group back there, 3 and 4 wide almost.
Guys, I'm feeling it in my bones. One of those cars on the bottom, it might be the 99, it might be the 11 if it gets back down there. Someone I feel like is going to get projected into the outside wall very shortly. I feel it in my bones.
The more these guys stay bunched up, the better chance that second pack has to catch right back up. Of course, if somebody goes, I don't know, barrel rolling through the infield grass, that would help their chances as well.
You said it. Checking in on those 2 back groups, the 2 that hit the wall, completely out of it. This is the second group, and these guys are battling for everything that's back here. None of those spots are even for points. You got to wonder what the motive is, but these drivers trying to be the first one in line, no doubt.
Well, these guys, they hear the word side and draft, and they're taking it to heart because they're not gaining time.
Here in TOECAR, they're showing you every bit of the action, even the spots that mean absolutely nothing. And those drivers racing like it's all on the line, too. Look at this! 4 wide all throughout the pack down into 1.
They are 4 by 4.
That's a lot of breasts.
Is this...
Oh,
Let's see if they
Goodness.
survive. Oh my goodness, down the backstretch. They might go 5.
They're losing their goddamn minds. And that's the crazy thing about KYROC. With having less cars, you do get more green flag racing. I'm not sure anybody in this field, except for in the other KYROC races, have even experienced a run this long. Look at them push up on the bottom. The 3 car in the wall.
oh, the 11 car's going all the way down to the HOV lane. We're not into the lead.
These drivers, well, TOECAR drivers at large, I guess I should say, no strangers to going down on the apron Definitely not afraid of it one bit. You pointed out earlier, I think Massive Chris made a move for the win down there. And Todd Desane doing an amazing job holding these guys up, but that's what's causing this bunch up. He's blocking every single lane, and he's made a good career out of it, at least today.
Chris Call's just happened to be at a racetrack where his life isn't in immediate danger. As we saw, we went to Pigs Creek, and not too much later, we went to Rusty's Chicken Farm, which resembles it by a lot. And just happened to not be there, somewhere he can probably finish the race with a heartbeat. Because when he left Pigs Creek, it was not beating. We actually had to restart it. But we did have. I don't know where I'm going with this. There's something terrible that happened back in Pigs Creek that I can't talk about.
There's a lot of legal red tape, let's say, you know, laws about the hippo and all. But nonetheless, we're happy to have Chris Call back in a car.
Never violate the hippo.
Oh my God, they're all dooring each other.
They're about to violate each other. Here it
They're
comes.
6 wide.
6 wide.
Oh, trouble.
8 wide racing. There they go.
Oh, the 3-second rule. They didn't throw it yet. Now they threw it. Now they threw it. Just in time. Oh, come on.
What was that for? And he's going to save it.
At least he had the courtesy to help him out. There's Jason. And I think we're racing back to the line. The 62 not too beat up, thankfully. Leaders coming back to the line here, and they're still all bricked up.
Or why they want to be leading at this caution.
Oh, Bill Beef, he's wishing we didn't race back.
I mean, he could change that at any point, Mike. He just chooses not to. Deading McBetty, the leader at the caution. Let's see what happened.
Looking down the front straightaway here, you see Taylor Ham gets into Nylander Thaw as they go down the front stretch, and they just run out of room, squoze into the grass, and he just wanted to spread that funfetti all over the infield, I think, and did a good job to do a little 360, get off the brakes and pull it straight. Take another look at it here. They went 6 wide down the front stretch, and they just ran out of real estate.
Yeah, Preston the Wall, I think, was trying to make a move down to the apron. Didn't know he had 1 car below him, much less 2. And then, of course, Taylor Ham going to do a fantastic job saving this. I can't even believe they threw the caution. Bill must have been looking out the mirror. But then the 69 car, not paying any attention, just runs the fuck through him. What was Pekar Petty thinking? Half spins him. At least he has the common courtesy to straighten that car out. But goddamn, riding on board the 62.
Yeah, going down through the grass here. We've seen a lot of bad things down in this grass here. We've seen cars flipping, flying, but luckily this car stays on the ground. Wilson Flip's very upset to see that. And then the 69 just nowhere to go except for straight into the back of him. He was probably distracted by them beautiful wheel-end caution lights that cost a lot of money, every single one of them.
We don't rent a single thing here at TOECAR. We buy everything. And he's going to buy himself some damage here looking at this. No effort to lift. He's still full throttle. He's still full throttle. He didn't lift one bit. Drove right into that 62 car. You just have to think better judgment would have prevailed there.
I think they replaced the throttle pedal with the light switch.
And we're back at the Auto Club Speedway. Sorry, the Amazon Warehouse Speedway. Daddy McBetty, our leader. And remarkably, we're already almost halfway. Races just seem to fly by in this series with the lack of cautions. Bill Beef to his right. Jason's on his way in. And for the first time all day long here on lap, it's going to be 20. We're going to reboggity.
And we're going.
The fart sound makes it official.
Big run for the 55, but it's not going to have anywhere to go because Daddy McBetty decided that he's going to just sit on the restart, let Bill Beef get to the front. Not sure if he's trying to get some good graces for the future. Maybe if he needs a call to go in his direction, but...
Oh, no!
Oh, there they go!
The 4, the 11, the 16.
Did they save it again?
I think they did, but
Saved it.
the caution's out nonetheless. We're going to be racing back to the line. Chris the Catheter, a big move. Here's the 1 car on the very bottom. Ernest trying to get the lead at the caution.
We've seen that, but look at LW!
LW shooting up the middle. I don't know if he's going to get there. Oh,
It's going to be close, but it's just going to be the catheter by a I don't know what a catheter unit would be.
I think the medical term is a little bit. Nonetheless, some near contact there.
A millimeter.
The 65 is your leader. LW Wrong going to have to settle for second. The caution's out. Where the fuck is Daddy going?
The casino.
We'll try to take a look at another angle of this incident. And this time, nobody even gets all the way around backwards, I don't think, but they just all squeeze together off the exit of turn two. Oh, I take that back. There's a couple cars backwards there. Maxing, and as well as I think that was Neil Anderthal again in the back of the pack, spinning to the apron.
I believe that's
Two for
Preston
two on
DeWall.
being involved in these yellows. Sorry, that's DeWall. Excuse me.
Speaking of,
Neanderthals,
gonna take a look at Preston DeWall here. Gonna actually cause this. Gets into the back of that 24. Jeff Gore dummy turns him to the outside wall. He's gonna clobber Buster Guts. And the both of those cars, like you mentioned, Sherm, the only two to actually spin all the way out. And they both actually saved it. This 11 pulls right back up on track.
Going to run on board the sugar machine back here of Glucose Maxing. He's going to have a good view as Gordami just comes down the track, slams into the car below him, and then the 16 goes a good 360 right there, sees the 11 remerge, and everything's good. And then Buster Guts down on the bottom. He's going to have a good view of it. Andrew gets down in there, and wow! It's a good thing there's a lot of grip down on the apron. Everything's nice and unbuttered down there. And he's going to be able to commit some more treason later.
just past halfway. We've had a little bit of a slowdown here. Some of these guys are having trouble keeping it in their pants, but we're gonna drop the green flag here. Get this show back underway. Wait for the sound. There it is. Green flag. We're back.
Got a couple of guys peeking out real early down there.
I like to think they hear the noise in the car too, gentlemen. And LW wrong. A big push from last race's winner, Ernest Herbert Walker-Klott. You got to think too, the extra week, these drivers been waiting 7 days. They wanted to do this race last week, had to fly all the way back out to the speedway on their own dime. Oh my God.
The 4 car every time.
What's this guy's problem? They're 5 wide.
This is ridiculous.
On the apron.
Oh my God. They're going to get up in the catch fence here.
Oh.
There they go.
And the caution's out. Oh, what's the 11 doing?
Mowing the lawn.
I guess so.
Shortcut.
The 65, still your leader. Todd Destain in P2, and I think that's the 62 car in P3. Good day to be part-time.
They can't build a warehouse till the grass is cut.
So looking at another replay down here in turns 3 and 4. More contact there with the number 24, Jeff Gordami. He's up into the wall and just keeps going, just gets squoze all the way around and backwards.
And they just locked
Luckily,
it up.
nobody else coming there, because usually when we see cars sliding down the racetrack like that, it ends in disaster. Taking a look from high above. Luckily, everybody who's important, everybody bunched up right here. And the 24 just squishes into the outside wall. Luckily, you know, nobody coming behind him. This time last run, there would have been about 4 cars back there ready to cream somebody, but it could have been a lot worse.
And I can't believe I'm saying this. I think that might have been Buster Guts that caused this one, too. Pushed up after hitting someone down the backstretch and caused all that contact.
Like Down Under was the person that got into Jeff Gordami and sent him up the track, and then coming down the front stretch,
Just turns
Thank
left.
you, Look.
Whataburger car just turned left. He just wanted to put on a show. DeWall just getting down there, getting as
Part-time
far away
landscape.
from DeWall as he could.
And let's not forget, the last race, this 11 car's front bumper is actually where the 42 got turned. And he's had many an incident already tonight. Preston DeWall turning into the KYROC menace. This guy's just not been the same since he used the totem. And we're back here at Auto Club for our 3rd restart in a row, which means we're going to actually use one of the new rules, gentlemen. 3 strikes, you're out. If they wreck on lap number 1 of this run, we are going to go to single file restarts for the next one. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, because we're coming down to the last few laps here. Almost 14 to go at the line. Actually, exactly 14 to go at the line. And the green is back out, and the 62 already ducking out of line. Not going to help Chris the Catheter Keen one bit. He said you could rip it out yourself, Mike.
Oh, that's horrific. But both of our team cars just split in the catheter right there, that making him feel very nervous. But the 55, Todd Destain Trousers, he has a big lead outside of turn 2 right here through the darkness back into the lit area of the racetrack. And look at Ernest all the way down to the bottom trying to get underneath Taylor Ham. He's got a big push there by Down Under.
We see if these guys are going to settle down a little bit. They don't want to go single file. They want to keep racing. Double file restarts. They might make it all the way back to the stripe. It looks like they will.
And
They're
that's
gonna go 5 wide doing it.
That's the racing spirit, Sherm. These guys knew that the quality of the track product was going to suffer if these guys were stupid again.
There's
and
ghosts.
They figured it out at least once. They're about to be, Mike. Take a look at this. 4 or 5 wide. We're not probably too far from them going 6 wide and using that apron. These drivers using every single bit of this future Amazon warehouse. You absolutely love to see it.
Can't see anything back there. He's bailing the fuck out. He wants nothing to do with this. Oh, God. There we
Mr.
go.
Glimpse is in
That's
the
why.
again.
Oh!
We got a couple
man.
up in the air.
Horrifying.
Sandwiches into the catch fence.
Oh, no.
Jake
Oh, no.
Joe. There's the 62. He's sliding down. That's Taylor Ham. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and the roof is caved in. Oh, that's
There's
horrifying.
confetti everywhere.
Look at
That's
the
not Mike's
Oh, my
way.
goodness.
Wrong restaurant.
Look at the roof. Oh my god. Well, at the minimum, several days done.
Oh. Oh.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Ah!
Well, if you have little ones in the room, you might want to have them look away right now. This might not be pretty. You see a lot of contact, and Taylor Ham just squoze up into the catch fence. I can't tell who that is. Also upside down, up right on top of the safety barrier, the number 2 car.
I
Jake
think
Joe.
it was Jake Joe.
Jake Joe. And then here's the Ham sliding all the way down the front straightaway.
Getting spiraled. Oh.
There comes to rest on its wheels.
Clothes flying everywhere.
And all the damage was directly to the roof. He got squoze into the catch fence, hit that roof first, slid all the way down here. My goodness. Gonna take another look at this one from the inside. Oh my gosh.
Buster Guts started that one as well.
He certainly did. Oh, they're coming real close. I don't like it.
Oh no!
Look
Watch
out,
the lights! Watch the
oh.
lights!
Oh, well, we lost that one.
Who's paying for that one?
You know what? Sounds like a Bill Beef kind of thing to me. Riding on board the 2. Oh god, this is gonna be horrific too.
Yeah, you might want to duck. The roof's going to get shorter. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, man,
Definitely the better of the 2 to go upside down there. I definitely want to be inside that car, not inside the 62.
Well, Mike, I have terrible news for you. I know there is an onboard camera on that 62. I'm not sure we'll see it. Buster Guts, Jesus Christ, dude. What is this guy's problem? Every week, underneath the 62.
Oh,
Every week this guy starts some new bullshit.
I've seen more egregious from him. I'll forgive him.
He almost looked like he wanted to go in for another hit there for a second. Thought better of it.
Daddy McBetty, what did he see throughout all this? Right there, the first contact. Oh!
Oh.
Oh my gosh, he and the 65 had big hits in that too. Turning it back around, and they're going to go through the minefield that is the front stretch. There's the 2 car.
Burning down.
The 62 on its side, smoking, on fire. Oh god.
Here we go.
Here's
On
the
board
62.
Taylor Ham.
Everything
Guys,
looks all clean in front, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, getting a haircut from the fence. We might have lost the camera there. This is where it slid down the front stretch that whole time. Eventually,
I lost the crust.
oh, tips back over. And guys, he's hitting the dork bar.
Wonder what flavor that one is.
And here is out the back of, I believe this might have been, no, not the 16. I'm not sure who this was, but oh my god.
Oh, I don't know who it is, but we're going to pay them for their footage. Wow.
That 62 got launched. What a horrific thing to see. We've had cars hit the catch fence there before. I think back to Limburger. I think back to, I believe it was LW Wrong himself, actually, in the police chase here. So, hallowed grounds for him. I didn't think about that till right now.
well, we got a familiar face up front here.
Let's
No kidding.
go.
Ernest Herbert Walker Clot back in the lead, back where he's honestly spent a lot of this season. This one car had a lot of speed pretty much every single race. Of course, every KYROC car prepared exactly the same. They're all driving the same setup. But that just shows you what a wheelman this guy is. Back in the lead. I think we only lost, it looks like 2 people expectedly. The 62 and the 2 car, both done for the day. When we have an update on those 2, we will let you know. But for right now, back to business as usual. Going to be lap 36 of 43 when we hit the green flag here. Jason's getting the fuck out of Dodge. He knows he's going to be part of it if he stays out there too much longer.
Well, he sees that 69 car up there in third, and last time we saw him today, he was running square in the back of somebody who was slow, so I wouldn't expect anything to change there. Gordon, I mean, he's going to try to get a run underneath him, but look, the 69 car, Pet Carpetti, he's going to block him immediately.
Inside 10 to go here. Chris Origami, he's going to try to make the move to get out front. He's going to have the run up on the top side. He's going to try to get out of the squish zone.
He's going to get folded in more than 8 times. I heard that was impossible growing up. I tried it. I couldn't get it.
And one of these days, we're going to have to ask the master himself. Buster Guts
Here he
on the
comes.
apron. That's a dangerous
He's
place.
using the Hov lane.
The Hov lane. Shout out to Jay-Z. And Buster Guts going to take the lead, I think, here. Potentially, it might be Neil Anderthal, actually, who was in the back all day long. We didn't even see him up there. Jeez, what a comeback for that 81.
Bricked TF UP.
6 wide in the
him.
middle of 1 and 2.
This is what I'm talking about.
Shot to the front.
They don't even need lights. They can see.
Clear him.
I mean, that all comes with losing electric bill. We're not quite paying the power like we used to, Mike. And it's showing here. Contact to the top. Oh, no!
Oh, don't. That's an
Oh!
that's hard into the
Oh,
outside
no.
wall. Very hard.
Huge hit. I think that was the 69 car. Pekar Petty
Nice.
racing to the line. Can't see anything. Being told on the radio he got to the line first right now. And, oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. These guys all torn up. Everybody driving away, though. You love to see that.
The hands did their jabs.
I can't believe that 69 car's running. Let's take a look at what happened.
Seen a lot of contact up there down under. Gets into Neil Anderthal. Into Priss Call. Everybody up the racetrack. Hard hits there. Nose in. Thank goodness for that safer barrier. The
No kidding,
University of
Sherm.
Indianapolis and Ohio State.
I'm not sure where the safer barrier went to college, but thank God it's here because this 69 car, Pekar Petty, he's going to get turned hard in that outside wall. And it, luckily, like you said, it squishes in, absorbs that impact, and it's going to let him keep going. I wonder how much toilet paper's in the car or how much of that was just the safer barrier. But Neil Anderthal involved in yet another crash today. Hate to see that for him. And Ernest is actually going to get out of there with not too much damage.
From the skies above here. 5 wide. It was bound to happen. That 76 just pushes up. Oh, my God. Pekar Petty, a huge hit. Neil Anderthal, thank goodness he's evolving to survive car crashes. Every week he gets a little bit better at it. So starting to form into a more durable human. On board the 1. Ernest Herbert Walker going to be part of the cause. Oh!
Oh!
Jeez, like dropping bricks down a staircase.
Might be mental scars for him.
Oh!
Oh!
That was close.
Then right on board Pekar Petty. This is the hardest hit of the all race long. Just turned head on into the outside wall. The toilet paper and the safer barrier doing his job. And then the 11 car just screaming on by. Like nothing happening up there.
And from Neil. Didn't see a goddamn thing. Gets turned.
Oh!
And gets a big part of it. I'm sure Fire on the box is just coaching him up. Obviously can't adjust the car here in KYROC, but trying to get this man back in winning ways. Here's on board from that 96, Corey Origami. I think he's going to miss it, actually. Let's take a look. Oh, man. That's as close as it gets.
Channeling the Zenner Ryan Blaney up there.
And we're back at Auto Club, where we have just received word that after that horrifying accident that we saw just a little bit earlier today, unfortunately, we have lost Taylor Ham. Bagpipe Man. Actually,
the humanity.
Bagpipe Man actually at the track today. Last time was Christmas. Had the day off, but here to perform. Looking through the field. Can't see anything in first. The 55 of Todd Stain in second. Third is Buster. Fourth, we got Jeff Gordummy. Andrew in fifth. Chris the Catheter in sixth place. We got Deddy McBetty in seventh. LW Wrong up in eighth. Bill Beef, the commissioner, in ninth. And to his outside, Corey Origami with that great wreck avoidance up in a point spot right now. Pressing the wall in 11th. 12th is Glucose Maxing, who's been in everything. Ernest 13th. Down under 14th. 15th is Neil Anderthal. 16th is Pekar Petty. And that's it. Everybody else is out of this thing. 2 laps to decide it all. It's down to the wire here. We're green.
Green flag. Drop the ham for ham.
Only 2 laps to honor the ham.
Well, if you think about it, Mike, you only really eat ham twice a year anyways. Christmas and Thanksgiving for us Americans. So, if anything, it's in honor of Taylor Ham
You
himself.
don't know a good sandwich, my boy. You don't know a good sandwich. It always has ham.
Off
Buster
turn
gets
two.
down to the bottom, and they're about to wreck again.
And they're all making contact. Sherm, this is the most chaotic part of the race. What's going through a driver's head right now?
Well, these guys know the dangers. They know what can happen, but they look for victory. That's the only thing that matters to these guys right now. Is they're coming to the white. That's the only thing on their mind. Finish first.
And a massive Chris move by the 11 of Preston DeWall. Shades of massive Chris, but look at Ernest. He's going to try to repeat it this lap with help from the 76 or the somebody. Yeah.
And this guy's absolutely
look.
cracked. He was winning
96.
all the races so far.
Oh my goodness. Could
but look.
he go back to back?
I think Bill Beef's going to have something to say about that. He can throw the caution anytime, guys. Remember that. And he's going to be going all the way down to the apron. Watch this.
They're 5 wide every row deep. They're 6 wide. The 65.
A catheter.
Oh my goodness.
LW.
Look.
LW shooting up the middle. That's the move he made before. They're 4 wide.
Oh my.
LW wrong. At the track he was arrested. Is going to win the Auto Club KYROC race. 25 points for him. They're like 70 wide right behind him. And for some reason, Jason's coming back out. That's not Jason. That's the 69 car.
What an unbelievable finish. Last time LW was here, as you said, he was getting arrested with his truck upside down after hitting the catch fence. Jeff Gordummy giving a congratulatory bump there going into turn 3. What a turnaround for LW wrong at his worst racetrack.
What a show and what a move. I didn't even see him really up there until they come off turn 4, and he just shot right up and through there.
No kidding. He was just
Shout out
somewhere,
like a coin.
just somewhere in the pack, and he found his way to the lead. That same move from earlier. He practiced it once. It didn't work. He practiced it a second time, and he got to victory lane. We're going to see it right now. The whole last lap from this 50 cars on board. He's in P9 right now, by the way. I don't know how he's going to get to the front.
I thought
Dale Earnhardt.
I thought for sure it was going to be one of those guys going all the way down to the apron, but while we were distracted down there, he capitalized on that for sure, because everyone's looking down to the bottom, but he's going to sneak through in the middle. Check this out.
Because they're down on the bottom. That 65 says fuck it and goes on the apron. And he's just going to use that momentum from going down the hill, and he's going to roll right on past him.
The C's parted.
See Pennant waving the flag. Look how close it was. My goodness. I think it said 2/100ths of a second at the line the last time. Here from the high above. They're 5 wide for the lead, and he's not even part of the equation. Now they're 6 wide, and he's still not battling for the lead yet. It isn't until off turn 4 here. You're going to see that 65 has to lift right there. Just a little bit off turn 4. Going to cost him all the momentum in the world. Can't see anything trying to make a last-minute move on the apron. He's not quite going to get there in time.
Ken could have made a move for the win right there, but he decided LW deserved the win more. Hands it to him. Congratulations.
What a heroic
Great
move.
run for LW.
And look how close. 2/100ths of a second, ladies and gentlemen. It looks just like this. Congratulations to LW Wrong. All right, well, our winner, LW Wrong, by it's actually saying 1/100th on the final document here. So shout out to LW. What a full circle moment, you know? Had the worst moment of his life here at this track, and now having one of the best, a KYROC winner. I'm pretty sure this is his first TOECAR win in general, if I'm not mistaken. So big shout out to him. Bill Beef, the commissioner, he tried his hardest to sway things in his favor. Going to have to settle for second today, but a marvelous point run nonetheless for the commish. P3, Chris the Catheter Keen. Man, I thought he had it made. He dove down to the bottom. Our last place starter led the most laps, tied for the most laps led, really, and came home third. What a result for Chris. Corey Origami, P4 on the day after narrowly avoiding that last big wreck. Man, he almost had his car destroyed there. Going to come home with no damage and a P4 finish. And in rounding out our top 5, honestly, the king of quiet results, Andrew, stuck around for many seasons doing exactly this. Going to end up in the points once again today.
Guys, at the finish of that race, I was really impressed with that 65 car, Chris the Catheter Keen. He did the exact same thing that Massive Chris did a couple seasons ago in one of the other series. I don't even remember which one it was, because they both, every time we've come to Auto Club, we've seen a move like that on the last lap. It almost worked out for the Catheter here today, but he just couldn't make it stick off of turn 4 and allowed LW to sneak on by in the middle. But still, a great run for the 65, and especially starting last. And one more shout out from me. Brings it home with a top 10 after causing... Guys, I'm pretty sure he has a 100% rate of causing something in a race that he's in TOECAR. And that's the 4-car Buster Guts. Brings it home in 9th place today after causing at least 2 to 3 incidents today alone. But somehow manages to keep his car on the racetrack, complete all the laps, and bring it home up there in the lead pack with the top 10. Pretty good for him. But something's got to change, because he's going to end up getting...
No doubt, honestly. Sherm, who stood out to you today?
Yeah, plenty of good drivers out there today. Can't see anything matched the catheter in laps led. A solid run in there, finishing 7th. Yeah, let's give a shout out to Preston DeWall for rounding out the top 10. A hard fought day. He was backwards a couple times and managed to roll back to the pack. And really, I just also want to give out my best thoughts and prayers to the loved ones and the friends of Taylor Ham. It's never a good thing when you suffer tragedy, but that's the price you pay when you want to go for the KYROC Championship.
Couldn't have said it better myself, sir. And speaking of the KYROC Championship, it feels crazy that we're saying this already, but this is the halfway point of the season. 3 races down, 3 to go. And right now our points format looks like this. As we all know, the F1 points grid mostly, so can't see anything. 3 pretty solid results, 3 top 10s. He got points every week. He's currently our point leader with 42. Pretty solid there. 5 points behind him, Pekar Petty, the Bristol winner. Had a huge hit today. I'm hoping he's feeling a little better time when we come to the next track next week, of course, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Ernest Herbert Walker Claude in P3, another winner. And in our third winner, the winner today, LW Wrong, got his first ever points in this series today, despite being in every other start. Jumped all the way up to P4. So shout out to him there. Of course, posthumously, Electric Bill still in 9th. So that's got to be very embarrassing for the drivers below him that are not ahead of him in the points already. Especially people like Priscall. Priscall hasn't earned a single point. He's been in every race. He's the only driver to start 3 times and end up with 0 points. So for the 3 car,
Should be happy to be alive.
no kidding. But for the 3 car, they're going to have to turn things around if they want any chance of winning this championship. Of course, you could still earn up to 75 points if you win all 3. So theoretically, he's still in the hunt, as is everybody. But nonetheless, we're headed to Bent Twig next week, a very, very cool track. I'm so excited to get there for the first time. Some of you may know that from some of the pre-TOECAR testing sessions that were held. But now we're going to bring the real series out there, and God help them all. The forecast is looking pretty rough, and if it clears up, we're going to have an absolutely incredible race. If it doesn't, though, I'm sure we'll find another cool track to go to. Well, from here in the booth, after yet another KYROC Classic, to wherever you might be listening to this, for Mike, for Sherm, and for the entire TOECAR team, thank you, and good night.